Information, inspiration, motivation, conscientisation et surtout, distraction. Gardez tout, votre pot pourri avec Flore. Votre Flore, tous les samedis, 6h, 7h. Gardez tout, la radio pour réfléchir.
I'm your surgeon, Dr. Joseph.
This show is brought to you by Jeff Hess, attorney at law, 305-255-2797. Ça, c'est avocat PAM. Jeff Hess, spécialisé dans accident machine. Ou glisser ou tomber dans la rue, dans maquette, avocat pour les cougner là, c'est Jeff Hess, 305-255-2797. Jeff también habla español, 305-255-2797. Allo avocat c'est Jeff. Ma pralerie les cougner là, 305-255-2797. Five minutes after 6, today is June 16, 2018. It's Radio TV with Dr. Flore, the first ever Haitian simuled radio TV radio combined in the state of Florida. Today, we are humbled to bring to you the voice of the candidates of District 108 for what we call interview debate. And we are humbled to receive here on 1080 the three candidates for District 108. We're gonna first of all share with them the rules, and we'll be with them for the next 90 minutes. Radio TV with Dr. Flore. I'm gonna ask each of you a question that has to be only a yes or no answer. I'm starting with you, with State Representative Roy Hardemon. Do you know the questions that I'm gonna ask you this evening?
No.
Very good. Turning here to candidate Dotie Joseph. Have I shared any of the questions of the debate that we're gonna have this afternoon?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Turning to third candidate, Joseph Adrien Beauvil, are you aware of the questions that will be part of the dialogue today?
No.
Okay. This being said, it is with professionalism, respect for each and every one of you that we are here this afternoon. And I think you have demonstrated also to your constituents of District 108 how much you have respect for one another. At 10 minutes after 6, each of you will be giving 2 minutes, and we have Shashu taking time. We want to congratulate our interns here with bachelor degree in politics, public relations, that will let you greet your constituents, and you're going to be doing some greetings. Starting with you, State Representative, 2 minutes, greetings.
Well, I just want to say greetings, young ladies and men, and proud to be here among the constituents that really feel that it's the right thing to do to become a candidate and represent the communities. And I appreciate you all. Congratulations.
Okay, followed by you, Dotie. Greetings, 2 minutes.
Greetings. So my name is Dotie Joseph, for those that don't know, Dotie Joseph, for those who can pronounce that properly. I am somebody who grew up in the district that I'm seeking to serve. Went to Lakeview Elementary, Charles Drew Elementary, studied hard, went to Yale undergrad, graduated from there, interned with President Carter in Atlanta. Then, some people are the kind that just sit around and complain and other people do. Well, I'm one of those people that do. So I went to Georgetown Law because I wanted to fight discrimination. When I graduated from there, I became a civil rights attorney, co-counseled cases with the NAACP, did cases all around the United States, some of which went to the Supreme Court, and I unapologetically do a good job. Came back home because a lot of us leave and we don't come back, but I came back. And when I came back, I became the first Black attorney ever to work at the city of North Miami Beach, worked with as the president of the Haitian Lawyers Association, and worked on both of Barack Obama's campaigns as an election protection attorney. I'm here because I'm just trying to serve. You get to the point where I'm tired of just asking people to do the right thing, when at the end of the day, whether they sit on a city commission or on the legislature, it's their decision to make, whether it's a good decision, bad decision, good for the community, whatever. I'm there because I want a seat at the table to see if I can represent the community myself. Thank you.
Thank you. 1 minute, 20 seconds. And Chashu, you are in charge of the time. No candidate should exceed the 2 minutes. Candidate Joseph André Beauvil, greetings, please.
If I may, Adrien Beauvil?
Adrien Beauvil.
All right, thanks. First of all, let me say thank you, Dr. Flore, for inviting us, and greeting to Miss Dotie and Mr. Hardemon. By the way, first time I see you face to face, so you are a pretty young man too.
Thank you, sir. Long time coming.
But I'm glad to be here, and hopefully we'll have a fun, doing this, because it's the right thing to do. Serving the community, at least people need to know who we are. And today I'm ready to share with you what I have for the community.
Then thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go right into the other format of the interview debate. The questions will be in that format. We're going to go first in a series of questions around the person that you are. And we'll take a pause. We'll go to the second category of questions, the professional. The third one, the politician. And the last one, the popular. Those 4 pillars are the unique pillars of my philosophy as a professional, a political strategist, of a philosophy that I'm sharing with the community since 2007 called Gade Tetu, which is watch out. Okay. Category person. I start with you in the center. Ladies first. Ms. Dotie Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen to the question carefully, and the same question will be shared among all 3 candidates, and each of you have 2 minutes to answer. The world has its fair share of political turmoil, scandals, corruptions. What are the values that you, candidate Dotie Joseph, believe that your constituents needs to know that will make you a trusted candidate? 2 minutes.
At the core of who somebody is and what they do, it depends on their motivations. The reason I'm trying to serve is not because I'm looking to build my campaign coffers or to line my pockets with anything. Everybody has their interests. Some people have business interests that they're trying to serve, and they're trying to make a name for themselves that way. Some people have interests in terms of particular projects they've been working on for a while. Me, I just see what's going on with the community, and it's important to have somebody at the table who understands your values and can represent them. As I mentioned before, I grew up in the district that I'm seeking to serve, and I have the unique bicultural experience of understanding what it means to be a Haitian American, the plight of African Americans, the plight of an immigrant, and also the plight of a woman, because all of these experiences are different. And I'll tell you, as Deputy City Attorney for the City of North Miami Beach, there were certain things that just could not happen because I had a seat at the table to bring that perspective to bear. And a lot of times decisions happen that are adverse to our communities, not because people are trying to be discriminatory or anything. It just doesn't even occur to them. As my mother says, prévenir c'est mieux que guérir, which means prevention is better than cure. So if you have somebody at the table who can articulate why certain principles and policies need to take place, then that's good to have at the table, because if you're not at the table, then you're on the menu. And I want to make sure that our community is not on the menu anymore. That's one. Two, Katie Sorensen, who used to run the Good Government Initiative, it has endorsed my candidacy in this particular race. And that's a testament to just the character that I present myself with as a candidate. In addition to that, I should mention that my father, Pastor Gonel, some of you know him as Pastor Gonel Joseph, has instilled in me certain principles as it pertains to Christianity, and those are principles that I've continued to bear in mind as Sunday school teacher and as acting youth director. So these are principles that I carry with me.
Thank you. You exceeded 18 seconds, but
Okay, I didn't know.
question goes to State Representative Roy Hardemon. Same question. The world has its share of political turmoil, scandal, corruptions. What are the values that make you the candidate that your constituents should trust?
First of all, as the representative, I never had my hand out begging for anything for anyone. Therefore, I can't be held to any certain group. You know, when I got involved with House of Representatives, that was in 1992. I've been running ever since, and actually try to do things that was fair for the whole community. Back in 1995, when 500 brothers and sisters, Haitian brothers and sisters, were shipwrecked over on Key Biscayne, when all the politicians done left town, I got on the phone talking to the BAO and let them know that this is the way out. We called Carrie, Congresswoman at the time, Meeks, and her son Kendrick. Both of them was out of town, so they say. At the end of the day, I made one phone call. 15 minutes later, they was on Key Biscayne. I said, don't come here, go to the Coast Guard. That's where we're going. That's when the intimate picture with Kendrick Meeks and the little young lady that was taken, and as a citizen, I was pushed back. But I never stopped fighting for our community, whether you're black, white, Haitian, Jamaican, whatever. On 62nd and 13th Avenue, you had over 250 families that was living in a heck hole. And I took all them families, 250 families, and marched on the city government until we got those families out. All these women was in the village behind Miami Northwestern, same area. It was 150 families there. I went to jail several times to make sure that people know that we ain't going to accept this in this town. And from that standpoint, I've been running, doing things for this community that means something. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I got a 12th grade education, but that don't say who I am. Who I am is the person that actually speaks up for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Going to Joseph Adrien Beauvil, same questions. The world has its fair share of political turmoil, scandals, corruptions. What are the values that make you the most trusted candidate?
Thank you for the question. First of all, I bring integrity. And there's one thing that Mr. Hardemon just said. He went to jail, to prison several times. And that is one thing that is not acceptable for a decent citizen in the community, to see that you have a rep that has been running back and forth to jail for many times. At least when you run it, you'll see 19 times. That's not acceptable. And I understand you said that it's to help your community, but I don't think that's really true. There are other issues. So later on, if you want, you can clarify that. Mm-hmm. And second of all, when we have, for instance, my dear constituent also, Miss Dotie Joseph, who
I'm not your constituent, but go ahead.
And you're right, because you don't even live in the community. That's the other part of it. Because just to run in this race, you're going to leave where your county where you live to come to this district so that you can run. That's not acceptable. That's the kind of things that we can't accept. In this age, we need people with integrity. Like me, I've been living in the community for long enough. I have 2 houses in the district. I am concerned about the whole issue, the whole situation, because we are not represented, and that's why I'm running, and I'm really excited because I want to hear what they have to say for themselves, because they are not supposed to be in this race at all. And that's why I'm here today.
Okay, we still in the area of person, of values. Then for the students watching FIU Berry University, students around the world, there are 3 values that have been identified so far in this interview. We have fairness for State Representative Roy Hardemon, motivation for future State Representative Dotie Joseph, motivation, and integrity for future State Representative Joseph Adrien Beauvil. We're moving still in the area of person. Second question.
Will we be allowed the rebuttal?
A rebuttal. This is, yes, that was not going to be in that category of questions, but do you want to do so?
It's up to you. We can do it whenever you think is appropriate, but
Okay,
I
but
would like
if
to
it's
address.
if it's within, do you first, because your name was used first by Joseph Adrien Beauvil as it relates to the arrest. He compared that with his integrity. Do you want to rebuttal? Less than a minute.
No need to rebuttal right now.
Okay. Dotie Joseph, you were questioned like constituents, and Joseph Adrien Beauvil, go ahead.
Okay, so it's interesting to make such allegations, and I found lots of allegations coming out of your campaign that are quite frankly false. And I think this fake news that has been propagated throughout the country lately is something we do not need in our district. I don't know where you get that, but I live in North Miami, and I've lived in North Miami for some time. But it's my understanding that you've been articulating quite a few untruths, including holding yourself out as a lawyer in the community. I don't know if you're actually a lawyer, but they call you Met Bull. And you can clarify why they call you Met Bull and whether you actually give advice on immigration. That would be good to know. But I myself am somebody who lives in the district, and if you didn't know this, it is illegal to make false allegations about another candidate. So I would like to ask you what you're basing your information on, because that would be really good to know.
You are watching now and a rebuttal between 2 candidates, Dotie Joseph and Joseph Adrien Beauvil, on values. Dotie is questioning the integrity that was used by Joseph Adrien Beauvil. Joseph Adrien Beauvil, please reply less than 1 minute.
Sure. First of all, I am willing to give you to show you my voter registration card that will show that I've been living in this district. But I would challenge you to do the same.
I can do the same, but you haven't answered
One
why
minute.
why you said that. My question was, what are you basing your lie on?
Well, if you call it a lie, that's not.
Well, I know it's not true,
If you want to call it a lie, you can go ahead and defend that. But everybody knows in the community that you are living in Pembroke Pines.
I still don't know where you get that from.
Well, the records speak for themselves.
They do.
Yeah, sure.
And all the records indicate where I actually live.